Erie, Maryland. And I know we had somebody said they were from Arbutus, Catonsville. I actually grew up in Catonsville, so I'm very familiar with that area. And I am here just to share with you guys a easy stay-at-home business that you can earn part-time, spare time right from your home based on something you're currently already doing. And I always like to put people in the right mindset, because I know when somebody shared this with me 9 years ago, right away, I put a closed mind up. I was like, oh, I don't want to hear anything. I don't want to sell anything. I have a full-time job. I'm a single mom, and, time is not my friend. Well, what I found with this opportunity was not only did I have the ability to earn residual income, but I got my time freedom back because of residual income streams. And that's what we're going to share with you tonight, is how to have time freedom and earn money all at the same time, based on something you're already doing. And that's how I want you to keep your mind open right now. So I want to ask you a basic question. And if you wouldn't mind playing along with me for a minute, if the answer is yes for you when I ask you these questions, just put your hand up so everybody can see the point I'm going to try to drive home with you tonight. So how many of you here on this line pay for a cell phone? How many of you pay for a cell phone? You use and pay for a cell phone, right? Okay, great, me too. How many of you on the line pay either a gas and or an electric bill every single month? Okay, got everybody's hand up on that one. How many of you pay for some sort of TV service that comes into your house? Right, you pay for some sort of watching some sort of TV service. Great, everybody's hand went up on that one. How many of you pay for a home phone? Some of us, home phones are something that some people have and some people don't anymore, but people are still paying for home phones. How many of you use a credit card or a debit card or some sort of Visa, MasterCard, American Express, one of those type of cards, right? We all use those nice little plastic things, right? So, and I know online now, I'm using mine constantly. It seems to be the only way we can get things with all the online shopping that's going on. How many of you have a security system in your house or some sort of home automation, and you pay for some sort of home security system or something, right? Yeah, 75% of the public has a home security system or some sort of smart home device in their home or something like that. So these are just some of the services that we're going to teach you tonight how to get paid on. So now here's the big question. Now I know some of you are already in this opportunity, but prior to this opportunity, so think about that if you're already in, how many of you got paid on your cell phone? Nobody's hand went up. How many of you got paid on your gas and electric? How many of you got paid on your TV? How many of you got paid to pay your bills? Right? So just think about that. What if I could teach you a way tonight to generate income from bills you're currently already paying? Would you want to know how to do that? Would you want to know how to get paid on the bills that you're currently already paying? Most people say yes, absolutely. When I saw it and I was shown how easily I generated an extra $150 a month off of the bills I was already paying, didn't get anything new, I didn't change any habit, used the same providers that I was already paying, and now they were going to pay me to pay the bills I was paying every month. I said, I want to listen. So that's what I'm going to share with you tonight. The same thing that was shared with me 9 years ago, and every month, month after month after month, year after year after year, I've been paid over $150 a month on the bills I was currently already paying. Now I want you to do a little math. I'm going to actually pull my calculator out here for us right now. Okay. So 150 times 12 is 1,800 times 9 years is $16,200 I've made on bills I was going to pay anyway. How many of you could take a nice vacation, maybe even buy something really nice for yourself with $16,200, right? How many of you had those companies, say DirecTV, in my area it's Baltimore Gas and Electric Company, How many of you had any of these people? I have a Verizon cell phone, call you and say, we love you so much as a customer, we're going to pay you every single month to pay that bill. Anybody get that phone call from those people? Well, let's show you how you can and how you can do that. So if you bear with me for 1 second, I'm going to share my screen with you and go over a PowerPoint with you, exactly who we are, what we do, and then I'm going to bring on a phenomenal person who's going to teach you exactly how we get paid to do this. So let me tell you a little bit about our company and who we do this through. We do it through a company called ACM. Now, this is not some startup company. It's not some experiment. This is a company that's actually been around for 28 years. They're going into their 28th year right now. They are in the Fortune 500 companies, Inc. 500. They've won Private Titan Awards. They have got a lot of great credential behind them. So let me tell you and imagine getting paid on trillion-dollar industries, earning like big businesses earn. You know, what if you could get your piece of that pie? I remember in the state of Maryland, we generated gas and electricity probably about 10 years ago, 11 years ago. Not sure in Ohio when it was, but I think you guys did it around the same time that we did. And I remember Warren Buffett coming on TV on one of our local news stations. And I thought, wow, Warren Buffett's on our local news station. What's he got to say? It must be important. And this is what he said. He said the deregulation of gas and electricity happening in your state right now is the largest transfer of wealth to ever happen. And if you can think like a big business, you can get your slice of the pie as an individual at home with a home-based business involved in the deregulation of gas and electricity. And that's exactly what we have here. And we not only do energy, but we do all the other services that we just talked about. So let's talk about the great track record this company has. As I shared with you, they were established in 1993. We actually do business in 27 different countries. Besides all 50 states and Puerto Rico, we're in Canada, Mexico, and 27 other countries. We're in Asia, we're in Europe, we're in South America. We are around the world. Now, that's the sign of a great company to be affiliated with. Why? Because you have that same opportunity. You have the opportunity not just to earn in the state you live in, but to get paid on bills around the world. Now, we'll show you a proven networking system that can teach you how to not only earn from people that you know, but people that you do not know. See, in 1 year, I was able to get paid on gas and electric bills in Australia, Canada, Italy, and I've never even been to Australia. And yet, because of networking and the opportunities that are involved in it, and now more than ever because of what's going on with the pandemic, networking is the way business is getting done. So we have over $4 billion in sales just in the last 5 years. And we have millions and millions of customers. This is just not a few people. Literally, we've acquired millions and millions of customers around the world. So let's talk about what we do. We do wireless, high-speed internet, bundled service, television, energy, home security, home automation, payment processing, and we now do identity theft. Why? Because it's the fastest growing insurance industry in the world. Today, due to cybersecurity and what's going on with identity theft, millions and millions of people lose their identity every year to cyber attacks. And we know how to protect you. We can share with you how to protect yourself when this happens. Now, I bet you recognize some of the companies that have popped up on here, like AT&T, DirecTV, Dish Network, Vivint, Home Security and Home Automation. We're partnered with Sprint, Verizon, AT&T cell phones. This is just a few of the companies, and they will vary from area and location to location, depending where you are. Now, we talked a little bit about identity theft. But this is something right now that is a big opportunity, just like energy deregulation was 10 years ago. Why? because it's estimated that in the next 5 years, 85% of the public will carry identity theft insurance. It'll just be like car insurance and home insurance. And this is going to be, as I said, and it is right now, the fastest growing insurance industry in the world. This is your time to get in on the ground floor on that, is to be able to teach people how to protect themselves with their identity and give them a product that they can go to right online and protect their identity from ID Seal. Now, what else do we do? We also help charities. Now, this is something that's just near and dear to my heart. Why? Because I always look for a business opportunity that's a win-win. And what do I mean by that? What I mean is where we can have the ability to help other people while we do something that's good for ourselves and good for our families. What if I told you you could put power and purpose to those bills you're paying and feed children? See, we work with Feeding America, the world's largest food bank. I'm sorry, the slides here seem to be having a little difficulty, but we work with Feeding America, the world's largest food bank, and we have a project under them called Project Feeding Kids. And when we acquire customers, we buy a meal at a local food bank, and we feed a child. In fact, we're feeding millions of children every single year by the bills that we pay all the time. I love that. I love the fact that the team that I've built with this company is feeding over 5,000 children every single month. That's pretty cool. If 9 years ago you would have told me that I was responsible every month that 5,000 children were getting fed, I would have never believed it. But through this opportunity, we can do something that's good for the community while helping ourselves and our family. So how do you get started? What happens? It's very simple. You purchase a website. A website is where someone that you know can go and become your customer. You can even become your own customer. You purchase a website for a one-time fee of $199. They'll maintain it, they host it, they do everything. In fact, I probably haven't logged into my own personal website since I became my own customer. But all I have to do is direct my family and friends to my website, and they can go online shopping for all those services we just talked about. Now, if I asked you to raise your hand on this question, I bet you I get everybody's hand. How many of you have a friend, a family member, or someone you know who pays the same bills that we just talked about, right? Has everybody got that? I'm sure you do, because everybody that I know pays these bills. Their bills we're going to pay for the rest of our life. We're going to pay for our cell phones. I can't imagine living without mine. I can't imagine living without gas and electric. Can't imagine living without all the things we just talked about. So why not turn them into an income stream? And why not get paid when your friends pay these bills also? You know, I talked about I've earned $16,000 off of my own bills in the last 9 years, but I want you to think about this. I helped both my neighbors on both sides of me where I live at that exact same time the first week that I joined. And for the last 9 years, they've stayed on those services, and I've been paid $100 and some on their bills also every single month. Now think about that. That's over 30-some thousand dollars just from my two neighbors in the last 9 years. Now imagine sharing this with other people and building teams. See, ACN's going to teach you how to do this. They're going to teach you, they're going to take care of all your reporting. And the best part about it is I don't sell anything. I just direct people to my website. They're able to comparison shop for services that they're currently already using. Make sure they're getting either the latest and greatest equipment. Make sure they're getting the best prices that they can get. Make sure that what they're doing is the best for them. When they become a customer through my website, a couple things happen. The first is a child gets fed through Feeding America. And right now, during this pandemic, they are at an all-time taxed high for people coming in needing meals. So this is a great way to help. Also, what happens is they become my customer and I earn a monthly residual income based on the bills that they pay anyway every single month. So we're going to teach you how ACN tracks all that for us, how they take care of it, and then they pay us. We don't worry about collecting money. We don't worry about the services. It's all done through the company, and it's all done through your website. We just direct people there, and they take care of the rest for us. And for that, there's a $25 a month support fee. Now, how do we get paid? That's the best part, and that's what most people want to know. They want to know, how do I build a residual income doing this? How can I provide money for my family? And the best part about it is this residual income that you build is willable and inheritable. See, I can build this business and one day leave it to my daughter. And that's pretty cool, because I can't say that about the other business I'm building in the real estate industry. She would have to actually do it in order to keep making money. But with this, she can just sit back and she can keep inheriting that residual check that we build out. So let's talk about the money. So to bring the money on and how you earn residual income, I'm going to bring on what I call the pro at this, the master at this. See, this man has built a dynasty out in the Ohio marketplace. He is building one of the best teams. He's got some of the greatest people because he loves sharing and helping other people. His name is Jim Lambright, and he's a very successful real estate broker also out in Ohio. And he's built a phenomenal real estate team, and he's taken all those talents and he's teaching now people how to build home-based businesses around the world. He has people in South America that he's gone and he's taught. He's taught people all around the United States, and that's a sign of a true leader. And so he's going to teach you exactly what he taught many of us and how to build these income streams right from the comfort of our home. So Jim, the call's all yours.
Well, thank you so much, Ms. Holzman, and congratulations on all your success. And you know, you were one of the reasons I actually got started in this business. I saw you as a super successful real estate agent, the #1 Coldwell Banker agent out there in the state of Maryland, out there crushing it, tens and tens and tens of millions of dollars of production. And then you hit regional vice president in a year. And so you did that while you kept your full-time career and being a mom and all the stuff that goes along with that. So thank you so much. Great job tonight telling us about what we're doing. I get the fun part. I get to tell you guys how we get paid. Before I do that, I want to take 60 seconds. I just want to see if any of you relate with me. I was brought up probably a lot like you. Was taught to go to school, work hard, get good grades, get into college, got a college degree in microbiology, joined the corporate world. But for me, I got to tell you, I hated having a boss. I hated working for somebody. If you're able to do that, God bless you. You are a better person than me. But I couldn't do that. So I got into real estate. My wife and I have been doing real estate since '97. Now, I'm going to point out something real quick here. You don't have to be a realtor to do this. The fact that the last two of us talking have been realtors is just kind of the way it worked out tonight. But if you know somebody who's a realtor, trust me, they won't want to do this. It makes total sense. You can put them on your team. They're going to get in when they see it. ACN stands for a complete no-brainer is what it stands for. But, you know, I was having a great real estate career, and then the year 2008 came along. Here's what happened. We lost 75% of our income gone overnight. From 24 million in sales to 6 million. Gone. We were devastated. Imagine your job today if you went to work tomorrow and they offered you a 75% pay cut. How many of you would be excited to go do that, right? Raise your hand. Not one person. That's what I thought. So here's what happened. We had to live off our retirement. Now we're in our 40s and we're living off our retirement. That's not how it's supposed to happen, right? That's how we stayed afloat and stayed alive. And in 2012, my wife and I sat in a bank parking lot and decided whether or not we were going to cash our kids' college fund to keep our business afloat. And it was devastating. I don't know if you're a parent or not, but can you imagine you saved all this money up so your kid could go to school and it's all set and put away, and then you have to cash it. It was a devastating blow. It was a punch in the gut. I felt like the smallest person on the planet. And I vowed that day, I will never, ever, ever again allow something that's going on in the economy to control my life. Now, fast forward to 2020, what did we just have this year come through? A virus, right? A virus that no one can control. It comes through, it shuts down the economy. We have huge unemployment numbers. 1 out of 4 people are unemployed, right? A bunch of people are losing their jobs. They're getting furloughed. It was awful. And this time, though, because I planned ahead in 2012. Instead of just surviving, we actually thrived with this business. So I'm going to show you how we get paid. 4 ways. If you're taking notes, keep up, because I'm from Ohio. We're farmers. We talk fast here in Ohio. So hang on one second. Here we go. I want to show you what you're going to get here. Hang on. I'm going to do a slideshow. And there we go. You should be able to see it. That was the last slide you just saw right here. So check it out. So Ms. Halsman talked about the website. It's going to be customized to you. It's going to be branded to you. It can be branded to your business if you want, your LLC, or you personally going to have your mugshot on there and all of your information. And that's what your app looks like on the phone. That's what you get for your $25 a month. So here's how we get paid. Now there's 4 ways, okay? 2 of the ways are based on your own personal production. So this is called personal monthly customer bonuses. And the way this works is when you get customers, and when you hear the word customer, I want you to think of the word bills. Remember all those bills we were talking about? Cell phones, electricity, natural gas, internet, TV, right? Credit card processing, the identity theft, right? All of those are considered a customer, each one of those. So you can get a one-time bonus up front each month, unlimited, for services you go out and get. I'm going to prove it to you unlimited, okay? So 3 services would get you $75. 5 services would get you $200, plus $200 for every additional 3 services. So 8 services, $400, 11 services, $600, and on and on and on and on and on. Now check this out. If you wanted to 10x this, if you wanted to go out and get 110 services, that'd be $6,000 in bonus money. Here's what you're going to love. There's no boss, no hours, no quotas. If you don't want to go out and get any services one month, then you don't have to. But the money is always there. You can go get as much as you want and go hog wild with it. Okay, so that's a one-time payout for that month. Now, those bills that you're getting, electric bill, gas bill, internet bill, cell phone bills, how long are people going to pay those bills for? Well, you're right? They're going to pay them forever. So off the billing revenue, off of those bills, you can get paid a percentage of that every single month. We call that personal residual income. Residual income is getting paid again and 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 again for the life of the customer. For example, you can get paid from 3 to 20% of the billable revenue coming in from all of the bills that you get. So let's say you went out and you got a bunch of bills and it was $1,000 a month in billing revenue. If you were getting 20% of that every single month, how much would you be making every month? You're right, $200 a month, every month for the life of the customers. So here's this little story. Back in the fall of 2012 when I got started, I signed up my own services, just like Ms. Halsman said. I got my neighbors to become my customer. And do you know that right now I'm going on I think it's my 91st time. It is. July will be 91 times I've been paid on those bills. And they've been paid every single month. You want to know the best part? I've never had to go over to my neighbor's house and knock on their door and remind them to pay their electric bill or their gas bill. Never had to. Why? Because they have it on auto pay and they just pay it. Because if they don't pay it, what happens? You're right. Utility company comes and turns it off. So that's been great, getting paid like that. And, you know, once again, I'm going to say it's unlimited income. Look, if you wanted to 10x that, if you didn't want to have $1,000 in billable revenue, if you want to have $10,000 in billable revenue, right? Sky's the limit. You can have as much as you want. What if 20% of that every month? You're right. $2,000 a month. Well, that helps some people out there here on the line. This is based on your own personal production. You go out and get as much as you want. All you're going to be doing is sharing with people you know, companies they've heard of, connecting the two, and getting out of the way. In real estate, we call that a referral. Right? We connect somebody in another marketplace, a customer that we know with an agent that we know. We connect the two, we get out of the way, and we get paid to do that. Well, here is the same thing. We're just hooking up people we know with companies they've heard of. We get out of the way and let the service provider do the work, and we get paid every month. We get a bonus up front and then paid every month. That's 2 of the ways. Here comes the last 2. Now, we also get paid for helping our team get a bonus. Okay? So there are bonuses, as Ms. Halsman mentioned, we're growing, right? Like companies are laying people off, furloughing people, offering people pay cuts to keep their job, right? We're seeing that happen to people. Not us. Oh, not us. We're growing. And we're growing globally. Like we need more people. and people are interested in what we have to offer. So you're going to grow a team. How are you going to grow a team? You're going to invite people onto an online presentation just like you're seeing here. You'll have somebody incredible like Ms. Nancy Halsman or Ms. Donna Perkins or Ms. Lance Schneider doing a presentation for you. And what's going to happen is people are going to want to get started. They're going to want to have unlimited bonuses, unlimited residual income. They're just going to be interested in doing it. They love the fact there's no boss, no hours, no quotas. They love it. And so your team is going to get started. When they do, you can help them get their first bonus. And when they do that, the company will pay you a bonus for helping train them and get them up and running. And so it's a sliding scale from $50 to $300. As you get promoted, it gets closer to the $300. We'll talk about that here in a second. I've got a superstar that's going to come on and give a testimonial here in a second. But what if you 10x this? What if you had 10 people join your team in a month? You helped all of them get a bonus because you're a good leader. You want to help them get a bonus, and you got a bonus too. Well, it'd be anywhere from $500 to $3,000 in bonus for helping those 10 people. And by the way, you're not limited to 10. There are people who have put in hundreds in a month. In fact, Ms. Nancy Halsman in the last 45 days has put in over 100 team members in the last 45 days. And she believes in getting her people paid. That's why she's a regional vice president. So you could do that too, okay? So that's a one-time bonus for helping your team get a bonus and training them and helping them be a good leader. Now, what happens with all those services that come in? By the way, it's worth noting, we don't get paid anything for you joining, nothing. So your friend that invited you on here doesn't get paid for you to join. They get paid when they help you get your bonus. When you get paid, they get paid. If you don't get paid, they don't get paid. Okay, is that fair? Now, those bills that are coming in, right? We're going to help you get your first bills signed up. Well, we're also going to get paid overriding residual income on our team's customers. You can earn 4% monthly commissionable revenue every single month, residual income coming in from all of the bills that your team gets. Now, let's do some simple math on this. Let's say over time, you had 100 people join your team, and each of those team members got $1,000 in billing revenue. That would be $100,000 in billing revenue. What would 4% of that be? You're right, $4,000 a month. Each and every month, month after month, year after year for the life of the customer. Would that help anybody out? And by the way, you're not limited to 100. You could have thousands and thousands and thousands of people on your team, and there are plenty of people in ACN that have that, and you can do that too, and you can grow it globally. You can build an international business from your home office, okay? And you can do that. Or if you like traveling, you can take a nice tax-deductible trip to South America like we did last year. It was really great, several times. So it was great. So those are the 4 ways we get paid. Personal bonuses, personal residual income, team bonuses, and team residual income, okay? Now, you're probably wondering, remember that slide I showed you where it was $50 to $300 for the bonus? Well, as you build your team and your team gets bigger and you get more and more services between you and your team, you're going to get promoted. Your ultimate goal is to get to all the way to the right over there to, it says SVP. It stands for Senior Vice President. But the stop before that is called Regional Vice President. I can tell you this, Regional Vice President is a life-changing position because you have increased customer acquisition bonuses, increased residuals, and amazing incentive trips. When my wife and I hit Regional Vice President working on ACM, spare time, part-time, became Regional Vice Presidents in 4 years. And we got to go to South Africa. And it was amazing. The company flew our family there. We stayed in this crater of a volcano in a resort in the middle of this volcano. And we went on these amazing safaris, all on the company's dime. So if you're somebody who likes to travel and you really like it when someone else pays for it, you want to become a regional vice president, and you can travel with us and you can have a blast with us. So I want to bring on my favorite regional vice president of the company, and her name is Miss Donna Perkins. She was just recently promoted to regional vice president. And I got to tell you, she's an amazing superstar. I've never seen anybody who cares more about her team than she does. And I want her to talk to you a little bit about her journey to become regional vice president.
Absolutely. Well, thank you so much. I really appreciate all the amazing leaders that jumped on here tonight. Mr. Snyder, thank you so much. He's brand new in our business, and he and his fiance are just absolutely taking advantage of our compensation plan and all of our service providers and the internet and the timing of the day, and really just crushing this business. And of course, Ms. Halsman, who has been an absolute incredible mentor and inspiration to me. And then my dear friend, Jim Lambright, and his wife, Stacey Lambright, whom I've been friends with for over 20 years now. You know, Stacey was like 10 then. And they've just been incredible friends. We've worked together many, many years in different industries, but they showed this opportunity to me several years ago, actually, when they first got in. And, you know, it was just not the right time for me. I couldn't hear it. And so if you're saying to yourself, I'm busy, I can't squeeze one more thing into my day, I can't do it, that was me. And so fast forward, I watched two of my closest friends excel to one of the highest positions in this company. All the same time, they were not reducing what they were doing in their everyday life. In fact, they were increasing it. Their real estate business was growing. Their beautiful little boy, James, was growing into a young man and playing sports. They were taking care of grandma and grandpa. I mean, they got busier and busier and busier, yet they found a way to rise to the second highest position in a very short time in this company through the cracks of their day. So I wasn't listening when they showed this to me because I thought I was too busy, but they had great wisdom. And finally, when I became open and they showed me exactly what they just showed you tonight, right? I got started immediately. I mean, it made perfect sense. To get paid on the bills, I was going to pay every single day, every single month for the rest of my life. That I could actually be on the accounts receivable side instead of just the accounts payable side of those bills. And so when I heard that, I just looked at Jim. I'm like, are you kidding me? I can get paid on electricity. I can get paid on my own cell phone. You mean I can eliminate those bills? Well, I knew I was in then because see, I was looking for some way to help my parents. And if I could eliminate their bills and get them a residual income on top of their fixed Social Security checks that they were getting every single month, well, now that was worth taking a look at. And what I found out was that it was a perfect match for me too. And it's a perfect match for a lot of people. And so, Jim, I just want to thank you for caring enough about me as a friend, as a person, to come back and ask me to take a look at this again. You and my sister and Stacey completely changed my life with this company just by caring enough about me to ask me over and over and over again to take a look at this. Thank you so much. It's been an incredible experience and we're only just getting started.
I love the fact that you're in Florida on vacation and you jumped on here to do that. So I appreciate that. Thank you so much for jumping on. So that's one of the beautiful parts about this business is you're working while you're in Florida down there at the beach house. So that's awesome. So I'm going to wrap up with this. I want to get to the last little bit here, the last slide for you. So check this out. So you're probably wondering when you get to this point, you know, what's next? What's next, right? You're kind of at a decision point right here. And there's one of three things that you can do. One is you can just see it, man, you see it, you get it, like Lance Schneider, Ms. Donna Perkins, Ms. Nancy Halsman, my wife and myself, and you can get enroll as an IBO, an independent business owner. Now, here's the great part. You're not going to know anything about what you're doing in the beginning, but we have a complete support system to get you up and running. You're going to have a lot of people who are going to be your coaches. One thing you're going to love is we're not your boss. We're not looking for employees. We're not looking for people we got to babysit, man. We want independent go-getters, people who are work ethic, hungry, integrity, personal power. Our saying is this: in business for yourself, but never, ever by yourself. You're never by yourself. We'll always be there for you. We're your biggest cheerleaders, but we'll also get in the trenches and do it with you. In fact, we encourage people not to do it on their own in the beginning. Use our help. Someone helped us. Now we help you so you can help others one day. For some of you, though, you're going to say, you know what? That guy from Ohio, I've never heard anybody, a farmer, talk so fast in my life. That's right. We're in Ohio. We're farmers here. But you want some training. You want some more information. Well, I tell you what, we've got an amazing training on Saturday morning at 10 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. You can jump on there. And it's the basic training to get you up and running, the 5 simple steps for success, the mindset it takes to be a business owner, how to get a customer, how to build a team. Is going to teach you the compensation plan in depth, and we're going to talk about the power of building events like these to build your business. So you can do that. And some of you are like, you know what, I see it, I get it, but right now it's just not the right time for me. Totally cool. Here's all we ask. could you do your friend a huge personal favor? I mean, could you just do them a huge favor and help them out and try one of their services? It would be really simple. All you would need to do is this, they'll send you over a survey and you can fill it out. And when you fill the survey out, what's going to happen is they'll do some market research and they'll look for ways that they can save you a few bucks on some of the bills you're paying. You can help feed hungry kids. You'll be supporting your friend. They'll get a bonus and they'll start earning residual. And here's the best part. ACN does this for you. And that is this. When you decide to get started in the future, they'll give you your personal services back so you can get paid on your own stuff. That is what we call a win, 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 win. There's 4 wins there. Nobody's a loser. And you can do that. And that's the great deal with that. Now, for those of you who are getting ready to get started, here's what I recommend tonight. Look, it's $200 to get started with ACN, right? $199. Your friend will get your website up and running tonight. They're going to help you put in your electric bill, your gas bill, your internet bill, your cell phone bill, your TV bill. That's 5 services. That's $200. If you decide to protect your home, protect your identity, and maybe your spouse's identity, right? That is another 3 services. That's $400. So now you just doubled your initial investment. And then from there, if you have a couple people join with you and we help them get their services, there's another $300 for you on top of that. So it's $700. Easy peasy money on the table right there where we can get you off and running on a fast start. And it's as simple as this. Send your friend a text and say, I'm ready to do this thing. Let's go. And they're going to get in it with you and you're going to go after it. In fact, tonight being Wednesday, if you knock out all your services tonight and get them punched in, there is a really good shot that you could have your direct deposit by Saturday morning. If you wait to put them in until Thursday or Friday, it'd be the following Saturday before you get your first bonus check. But for a lot of you, that's before it's even going to hit your credit card statement. That's how great ACN is that we can get this going. And so we're looking forward to you being on board. Like I said, if you need some more training, just text the person back that got you on here and just say, hey, give me the link for the Saturday training so I can jump on there and check that out. So I want to thank everybody for coming on tonight. Let the person know that invited you on here. Hey, I'm ready to get started, or I need some training, or send me that survey, and we'll get you going, all right? So thanks so much for jumping on tonight. Great job. Thanks for Lance Schneider. Thank you, Nancy Halsman. Thank you, Donna Perkins. Have a great night, everyone. We'll see you.